I have worked for 12 hours a day for the last 30 days, and honestly, I'm kind of disappointed because I thought by now I would have a Lamborghini in my driveway. I would have $1 million in my bank account. I would be in Dubai in a yacht full of 30, 40, 50 girls, and everything else that you see on the internet. I thought I would have all of that by now. I'm kidding, but I'm still here in my room. I don't have $1 million in my bank account. I'm not in Dubai. I don't have a Lamborghini in my driveway. But I did learn 5 valuable lessons that I would not have learned if I wasn't working for 12 hours a day for 30 days. Because I've been skipping the YouTube videos, I've been skipping the gym, and I've just been focused on my work. But with that being said, here are 5 brutal lessons I learned by working 12 hours a day for 30 days. The first brutal lesson that I learned by working 12 hours a day for the last 30 days is that you don't get rewarded for working. You get rewarded for done. You see, a lot of people, maybe you are included in this because I certainly am. A lot of people, we feel like we're working every single day and we're super busy for our friends, for our family, for anyone else in our life because we're always working. But then we are not successful. We haven't gotten to where we want to go. We haven't achieved our goal. We haven't done anything. And that's because we've only been focused on working. We haven't been focused on the result. We haven't been focused on getting things done. We deluded ourselves into thinking that we were working all day, and we probably were, but we just weren't getting stuff done. And if you aren't getting stuff done, if you aren't getting results, if you aren't focusing on the outcome, if you aren't producing enough output, the work is pretty pointless. You only get rewarded when the work is done. You see, I used to work and work and work and work for so long that my friends and family actually used to call me busy for nothing. And as much as that hurt at first, I actually realized that that was kind of true. Because even though I was working all day, I was not really producing a lot of results. I wasn't producing a lot of output. And I didn't have anything to show to my friends and my family that, hey, all the work that I'm doing, this is the result of it. Because I wasn't focusing on output. And that is why I was broke a while back. Because I deluded myself into thinking that I was working very hard. When in reality, I just worked for 30 minutes and then gave myself a 2-hour break. Work equals output. If you want to measure how hard you're working, take a look at how much output you've produced. If it's not a lot, then you really haven't done a lot of work. By working 12 hours a day for the last 30 days, I realized I needed to be more output focused. And as a result, once I actually became output focused, I recently broke a company record in the company that I'm currently working, and I broke a company sales record. So there you go. So take a look at your to-do list. What do you need to work on or you have been working on that is not done yet? Whatever it is, go complete that. Because again, work equals output. Make it a mindset shift that you are not going to leave your chair until you produce that output and you get your work done. The second lesson that I learned is that being consistent is not enough. You have to be consistently good. The entire online space talks about consistency so much and how consistency is the key to success. But that's not entirely true. Sure, you need to be consistent, but you also have to be consistently good every single day. And let me give you an example to drive this point home. Let's say you go to the gym every single day. You have been consistent. You have been working out every single day for the last 3 or 4 years. But every single time you actually went to the gym, you just lifted the empty bar. You didn't progressively overload your weights. You didn't push yourself. You didn't do any of that. You just lifted the empty bar. But hey, you were consistent, right? So you can see that being consistent is required, sure. But you also have to be consistently good every single day. Whatever work you do, whatever you're focusing on, you have to be consistent, sure. But you also have to make sure you're making them work better every single day. With my YouTube, with this channel, I have to be consistent first, sure. But I also have to make sure that every single video I put out, it needs to be better than the video before. So if you're watching this video and you think it is good, I have to make sure to make the next one even better. And when you combine consistency with consistent improvement, 2 years from now, 1 year from now, 6 months from now, even 1 month from now, you will be so far ahead than where you are right now. It's actually crazy. Whatever your focus is right now, maybe it's business, maybe it's university, gym, whatever it is, make it a point to be consistent, obviously, but also to be consistently good every single day. The third brutal lesson is if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to dominate in business, if you want to be able to charm people in any room that you go to, learn and master sales. Every business wants more sales. Every social interaction is sales. Every date you go on is sales. Everything in life is sales. I think learning and being really good at sales is something everyone should strive for. The reason everyone should learn and master sales is not only the fact that you're going to be able to make a lot of money, but also because it is going to bleed into every other area of your life. Let's talk about how sales is going to help you with making a lot more money. First of all, sales is a recession-proof skill. It doesn't matter if the economy goes to shit. It doesn't matter if we're going into another recession. Every single business wants sales. And if you're the person who can bring those sales to those businesses, they're always going to hire you. So this one skill is always going to be in demand. So it doesn't matter what's going on in the world. If you have this skill, you're never gonna go hungry in your life. And on top of that, businesses are willing to pay a lot of money to people who can actually bring them a lot more sales. And I can speak from personal experience because I'm working 2 sales roles right now and I'm making good money. I'm not gonna say how much because I don't wanna be one of those young entrepreneur who's telling you that he makes like 100K per month or whatever, but I do make a lot of money with sales. So if you need any more proof, here, like this is it. So learn sales, master sales, and make a lot of money. Now, in terms of the social aspect, if you know sales, you can walk into any room you want. You can walk into a room full of strangers and you can charm them and make them like you. Because every single social interaction is sales. It's either you selling yourself to someone else or someone else selling themselves to you. And if you know how persuasion works and social interaction and like sales works, you're gonna be able to navigate those social scenarios a lot better. And again, I'm speaking from personal experience. Just knowing sales, knowing this one skill has done wonders for my social life is actually insane. I've made a lot more friends. I've made a lot more connections with people who are actually successful. And all of that is because I know the skill of sales. And even me making this video is me selling you on the message that I'm sharing. I'm selling my YouTube channel so that you actually go ahead and subscribe to it, which if you haven't, I'm doing a terrible job and I should probably take my own advice. And if you're a loyal subscriber, if you watched my I lost $20,000 video where I was handing out resumes to different companies for a job, the only reason I was able to get out of that situation, I was able to stop being broke and actually start making money, was because I had the skill of sales. I went into a company, I told them I was going to be able to help them with their sales. I sold myself as the perfect candidate for their company. And as a result, I got hired. And that has helped me go from being broke to now making a lot of money. Now I'm doing sales for Rob Quinn, which is someone I've been following for 5 or 6 years now. I've connected with a lot of high-level entrepreneurs. I know a lot of them. I've connected with a lot of them, all because of my ability to sell myself as someone that they would want in their network. So hopefully I have convinced you to actually go out and start learning sales because it is going to change your life. The 4th brutal lesson is that boredom leads to success. Everyone in this world, me included, we're so stimulated and we're always chasing instant gratification that we can't even sit down for 1 or 2 hours and get work done. Like we have lost the ability to sit down, do deep work, and complete a task. And like I mentioned in point number 1, you don't get rewarded for working. You get rewarded for done. I couldn't get any work done because I was always chasing instant gratification. This TikTok or that reel or this YouTube short, and I was always changing tabs like a little monkey, and I couldn't focus on work. I couldn't get anything done. And by working for 12 hours every single day for the last 30 days, I realized that I needed to take control of my monkey brain. I needed to learn how to be bored, or else I won't succeed. And you won't either. And the last brutal lesson that I learned by working 12 hours a day for the last 30 days is that the habits that got me here are not the same habits that are going to get me to my goal of 20K per month and retiring my parents. I'm actually kind of ashamed to admit this, but I have had the same goal of wanting to get to 20K per month and retiring my parents for the longest time now. And the only reason I haven't achieved it, the only reason I haven't gotten to it is because I have the same habits and lifestyle that has made me broke in the past. Then I connected with a few other people who are 1 or 2 years younger than me, and they're already living the life I want to live. And I saw what their lifestyle and their habits looked like compared to mine. This made me realize that the habits that I have right now, the lifestyle that I'm living right now, that is not gonna help me get to 20K per month and retire my parents. The habits that got me here to this point are not gonna get me to the next level. Sacrifices need to be made. Stricter routines, more focus. I have to live a life that I have never lived in order to get what I want. So those are 5 brutal lessons that I learned by working 12 hours a day for the last 30 days. If any of those lessons resonated with you, can you do me a favor? If you liked these lessons and you want to support me in growing this channel, scroll down and click on the subscribe button. With that being said, I will see you in the next one.